Hola a todos! Today I want to show you how you can set up todoListo, or actually any other web application, so that you can always quickly start it and can use it as like a normal installed piece of software. So, well, what's the background? todoListo is a web-based application. You don't have to install it on your operating system, and there are no different versions for different operating systems. It's all the same thing. It runs in every browser. The only little disadvantage of this is that it may be a bit inconvenient to first open a browser, go to the website, maybe click a button to start the application. This feels a bit weird, so you really want to use it like, any other software, of course. So here are a few tips how you can make that happen. Let's start with mobile systems. On mobile specifically, there's a very practical concept called progressive web app. How exactly it works, so I will show you how this works in a second on an Android device, but it actually even depends on the browser. So even if you have an Android phone but you're using a different browser, it may work slightly differently. But if you Google for progressive web app, plus your operating system and the browser you're using, then you will find instructions of how to do that. So here we start on the todoListo website, and we first log in to the program. So we're in the program itself. It also works actually with the other program version. You go to the URL line, click on it, and find an option Install App. And then you click or confirm that you really want to install the app, and the result is that you have it on your deck, just like anything that you would have downloaded from an app store. And that's basically it. So this is all you have to do to basically install todoListo or other web applications on your phone. Actually on desktop the same thing works. It depends a little bit on your browser. So any browser that is based on Chrome, because progressive web apps were originally introduced by Google, so they have included into Chrome, and any browsers that kind of fork from that. So I've done the same here. So you see I have todoListo here. I just double click it, and yeah, I'm in my program. Another option would be to actually use it inside the browser. You might also have other web applications that you're using every day, like email, calendar, or any other tools. Lots of applications are nowadays web-based, so you may have quite a few of these that you need for your everyday work. So of course a simple thing you can do is just have them bookmarked and open them every day. For todoListo, there's a bookmark for each version of the program. So first go into the program itself, like we did when we installed the program, and then set up your bookmark. Then you will go directly to the program and you don't have to go via the website. So this is something you can do, of course, but if you have more of them, it might be a bit unpractical to open them every day. There's a really practical concept nowadays called pinned tabs. You just right-click on the browser tab, and then you will find usually this option. And you see the tab gets smaller, which is pretty nice, because if you have more applications open, it can actually take up all your browsing space, just having those applications. And so they shrink just to the side, and you still have space to use your browser for other things. Also an advantage of pinned tabs is they will reopen when you open the browser. So when I close this and reopen it, you will see the pinned tab is here. Another option that you could use if you don't like pinned tabs, or maybe if you have several browsers. So what I used to do before I actually discovered the pinned tabs was to use two browsers. One for all my web applications, and the other one for just really browsing. And if you want to put several web applications, or maybe just one, into your browser, there are usually settings for what the browser is supposed to do on startup. So here's a specific option for this, and there are different ways what you can do. I mean, continue where you left off is an option if you're always using the same programs, or maybe set up specific pages that you want to open on startup. And in this way, you also you open your browser as one program, and you have basically all your web-based programs open in one click, which is actually even more practical than installed software where you have to open them all in a row. Yeah, so these were my little tips of how to set up web applications, and of course specifically todoListo. And I hope to see you next time. Hasta luego.